Hey guys, we're here today in Valheim with a somewhat quick video about the new building pieces and giving you a little bit of information about their durability, how their building stability and integrity system compares to the other items in the game, and a few other things. We'll jump right into it with their durability. All of the new wood pieces like the inverted, the shutters, and the 1x1 walls have the same durability as every other wood piece in the game, which is 400. Right along with this is the dark wood pieces, which are also at 400, meaning these are not actually an upgrade or an advancement in terms of defense for your base, and they are the same as the other wood pieces, with the exception of the dark wood gate, which has 800 hit points. The new iron pieces that were added in the game, like the 2x2 floor and the wall piece, have 1000 hit points, and the small 1x1 floor piece only has 500 hit points. So if you were going to imprison a Grey Dwarf, it might take them a little while to get out of there. And then the new small glass window only has a measly 10 hit points and will break at the slightest touch. So be aware of this as you have anything around it, whether it's pet boar, an archery range, a dueling arena, or what have you. Make sure that you are not near this and accidentally hitting it, because it will shatter the walls. Next thing we're going to talk about is the decay. What items do decay in the rain or in the water, and which ones don't. I'm going to pull up on your screen here a list of the items that do and don't. This is the new items in the game, along with the decoration items that they added, and I also included the decoration items that were in the game before, since I didn't know which ones actually decayed out in the rain. The standouts in this list are the dark wood beams. They do not decay in the water, which means if you're trying to build a dock, and you're trying to get something actually elevated from the water, these are the best item to do so. It seems that Iron Gate took the idea people had of using some form of tar or resin in order to waterproof wood and just put it on dark wood and made it a later building piece. I didn't come across any dark wood pieces that decayed in the water with the exception of the decoration item, the dark wood chair. Kinda seems like this may have been just an oversight, given that every other dark wood piece does not decay. Two more important parts to notice in this is that the iron pieces do decay in the water, so you can't just set a cage outside and expect it to be full hit points. You also can't just place these iron pieces to defend your base and use that high health pool. They will decay in the water and in the rain and will not be as effective. You will need to put a roof over them or try to guard them in some other way. Another interesting one was that the core wood bench they added does decay as well. It's not a big deal given that's a decoration item, but given that this piece clearly looks like it was meant to be around a campfire outside, it's a little bit of a bummer that you are not going to get its full look outside and it will look all rotted and decayed. Again, it makes sense, it is core wood, but if you want it to look nice outside around your campfire or outside your home, you are going to constantly be repairing this. And now we can move on to the building stability or integrity with the items and compare them to what we already have in the game. The darkwood roofs stack just as far as regular roofs, and the darkwood beams make it just as far as a regular wood beam. This means that the darkwood 4-meter poles do not make it as high as the core wood poles, just like regular wood. And then the darkwood dividers only make it 10 meters high, so they will need to be supported if you want to put this lattice wall over high stretches. Now the new iron pieces stack incredibly high and incredibly wide, and can go a staggering 48 meters. This is 24 iron pieces from a grounding point. If you include the item that is blue quality and touching the ground, then it's a total of 50 meters. This is the same as iron poles and beams, but having the option of a floor going this far is kind of nice. You can even merge wood floors or walls into the pieces and have these nice little rivets popping through your wood floor and give it a little bit of design, and also have a wood floor look with higher stability. Now you could also do the same thing with beams or poles, but the metal flooring and walls laced inside of your wood walls would give it more durability, do a better job at defense than the iron wood poles or beams, and it can give you again that slightly different look if you're looking to mix it up. One last thing I want to point out with the stability on iron floors is you are allowed to place hearth, smelters, kilns, and blast furnaces on them. These items will break if they are not near a stable point, and they will tie into the iron piece's integrity system. This is not too much of an issue if you can place a beam underneath that section of floor and give it plenty of stability. But if you're pretty far away from your strong points, then you might have a little difficulty. But the iron floors do allow us to place these items a little smoother than we would on iron beams, and give us a lot more snap points without having to lug up a giant section of stone up there or have the unsightly look of a giant stone block connected to a tree. Now we're going to take a look at the core wood angled poles that they added in the game, and you can see here that the core wood at the same angle as regular wood can go 4 meters longer, which might help you with that roof stability and allow you to mix up your designs. Now we'll go ahead and move on to the crystal glass walls or windows, and an important thing to know with these is that they do not stack on each other. It will not allow you to, and the only way to place them is if they're connected to the ground or a nether building piece. This means in most cases you only effectively place them in a side-by-side panel. Getting 3 of the panels lined up or more would require you to place another beam in it, since they will not attach to themselves. There are some unique looks you can do by staggering beams, and if you're having trouble attaching a crystal panel, then you can lace a beam in between them, and once they're in place, you can remove that beam and they will stay as long as they're attached to a real building piece. I played with these for quite a while and I couldn't get them to move beyond this 2-piece limitation. Perhaps there's some better builders out there that have figured it out or can toy with it, but it seems that there's no way around it, and you will be limited to a 2-meter opening. You can do this vertically, horizontally, and you can mix up how it looks a little bit, but you cannot make a glass building. Hopefully this video was helpful to you and gave you an idea of how best to use these pieces and mix them together to create the building you would like. Whether you want to use some of the new pieces for some defense, a prison for a Grey Dwarf, a spa, or you're just looking to build the 100th Longhouse, even better. A lot of cool buildings have been made with the original Valheim pieces, and I'm excited to see what can be done with these new additions. Let me know down in the comments which pieces have been your favorite, and if you found out any cool tricks to building with them. Thanks for watching, I will see you next time.